Hi everybody, and welcome to Birdwatching, back on our regular schedule now. I'm AJ Mazzolini of the Missoulian newspaper. Now last week, the Missoula Osprey looked like they had finally started to turn things around when Grand Junction came to town for the Rockies' first trip to Missoula this season. The Osprey scored like it was easy, putting up 51 runs in the 4 games, winning 3 of those. That's better than it's almost 13 runs per game in that series, which is outrageous for any team in the Pioneer League. The Rockies have won just 4 games in the second half of the season after winning the first half. And some of that is due to roster changes that they had. The Colorado Rockies Rookie League affiliate was pretty much gutted right around the midway point of the season, lost a handful of their best players up the minor league ladder. After the Rockies left town, things got a little more difficult for the Osprey. The South Division's Orem Owls came to town, South Division leading Orem Owls as well. And Orem, knocked down the Osprey in 3 games, swept them in all 3 of those games, even shutting them out in the middle game of that series. And the Owls lead the second half now and are vying for that second playoff spot out of the Southern Division. Missoula is not probably going to be making the playoffs this year unless some things change and change drastically. Up there in the North Division, they are dead last right now, bottom out of the 4 teams, and with a 7-13 record in the second half. And that takes into account even that nice little stretch against Grand Junction. But right before that, they lost 6 games in a row that really put them out of the running, especially with what Great Falls has been doing in the second half. The Voyagers started out 12-1 on a tear through the Pioneer League and had sort of leveled off if you consider 17-3 overall leveling off. They have a 5-game lead right now ahead of the Helena Brewers for second place in the Pioneer League North Division. But even if the Brewers catch them, Helena has won the first half already, so they already earned themselves a playoff spot. So Great Falls, even if they come in second, will probably be taking that second half playoff spot and head into the postseason, leaving the Billings Mustangs and the Missoula Osprey out in the cold as we head into the fall. The Osprey are only 9 games away from being eliminated already, with still 18 games to play. So that means any combination of Great Falls Voyager wins and Missoula Osprey losses is going to slowly tick away at that number until we're down to 0, and they'll be playing mostly meaningless baseball for perhaps that last week of the season. Moving into some of the player transactions that have been happening, as they tend to happen quite often in August as people are shuffled throughout the minor league system. There's quite a few new faces in the Osprey camp over the last week to 10 days, and none of them has made quite the splash that Justin Williams has. The outfielder just got called up from the Arizona League, and in 6 games, he has a hit in every single one of them, batting over 400 right now. And that was after he was batting .345 in the Arizona League for the better part of the season, about 37 games, I believe it was. And Justin Williams is just turned 18. He's been playing as a 17-year-old for almost his entire season. Just had his birthday here on August 20th. So probably expect some nice things out of that young man as his career moves forward throughout the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. One face that isn't in Missoula anymore is Blaine Weller, a pitcher who last week was called up to the Reno Aces, all the way up in AAA, straight from the Osprey camp, which was an absolutely huge jump, 5 steps up the ladder. Turns out that was just for a spot relief appearance. He only made 1 appearance, a scoreless inning that he pitched in relief, before he dropped back down, leveled out a bit to single-A, short season single-A Hillsboro, where he's pitching right now, just 1 step up the ladder from Missoula. We're headed into the last half of the second half of the Pioneer League season now, just about 2 weeks left in the year, and stay tuned here for Birdwatching for all the latest on Missoula Osprey and minor league baseball here in Missoula. Thanks for tuning in.